Hello everyone, welcome to our today's session. In today's session, we are going to discuss 5 MCQ questions from 2019 past paper. Along with it, you have some similar questions too. Now let's start. The first question is, the liver is a cell, tissue, organ or a system. Let's learn its relationship through a pyramid. This pyramid is known as the level of organization of a living thing. So chemicals form cells, cells forms tissues, tissues forms organs, organs form systems, and system forms a complete organism. So now let's move on to our question. If we consider the liver, it is present in the digestive system and it is an organ which produces bile. So the answer is number 3. Now let's move on to our second question. To maintain the balance, which of the following cycle is a biological fixation important? The answers are carbon cycle, nitrogen cycle, phosphorus cycle and water cycle. So before answering the question, that you have to know what is a biological fixation. So it is a process converting atmospheric nitrogen into the nitrogenous compounds which plants require, and this occurs in the presence of bacteria. So through our definition, we can get the answer as the nitrogen cycle, because in the nitrogen cycle, the inert atmospheric nitrogen is converted to a usable forms such as nitrates, nitrites and the ammonia by microorganisms, and through decomposes the nitrogen is again released to the atmosphere. Now let's move on to our third question. Which of the following quantity is a vector? The answers are displacement, distance, pressure, work. So before answering this question, let's see what is a vector quantity and the scalar quantity. The vector quantity, it has a magnitude and a direction. If you consider a scalar quantity, it has only a magnitude. Therefore, in this question, distance, pressure, work are scalar and the displacement is the vector. Now let's move on to our next question. Which of the following molecule is composed of the highest number of atoms? So it is a very simple question and we have to find the highest number of atoms. Okay, now let's do this question. So in the molecule CH3CHO, we have 2 carbon atoms and 4 hydrogen and an oxygen. The total number of atoms 7. Then in the second CCl4, we have 1 carbon and 4 Cl and total number of atoms 5. Then in the third molecule H2SO4, you have 2 hydrogen, a sulfur and 4 oxygen atom. Therefore, total number of atoms are 7. Then in the fourth molecule CONH2 twice, you have a carbon atom, oxygen atom, 2 nitrogen atoms and hydrogen atoms 4, because you have to multiply NH2 twice. So here you can observe that CONH2 twice molecule has the highest number of atoms. Therefore, the answer is number 4. Now let's move on to the fifth question. A rough sketch drawn by a student observing an underground stem during a field study is shown below. To which type of the underground stem does this belong? The answers are rhizome, comb, bulb and stem tuber. So before answering this question, you have to consider what is in this picture. This is a picture of a ginger. Now let's find the ginger is under which underground stem. So if we consider the example for each underground stem, for rhizome there are ginger, turmeric, cananas, arantha. For comb, big-rooted taro yan. Then for bulb, red onion, begonias and leeks. And for stem tuber, potato, keolis potato. So here the ginger comes under the rhizome. So be familiar with the pictures and the examples. It will be always useful in your exams. Therefore, here the answer is the rhizome. Here you have some similar questions and you can try this by pausing the video. So these questions will be discussed in the next video. Thank you everyone.